Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is very exciting for me because I am finally trying out a foundation that I wanted to try for absolute months. This didn't make it into my Fabs and Flushes this year, but I've had it in my drawer and it's been waiting for this moment right here. Today I am testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So if you would like to find out whether this foundation can make my oily acne prone skin flawless, then just keep on watching. Before I start applying this foundation on, I'm going to read you a couple of claims. And I got my foundation straight from the Charlotte Tilbury website. I ended up buying the bundle with the powder. Can't remember how much I paid, but I'll just put it on the screen now. The foundation by itself costs £34, which is quite a lot for a foundation. The product information on Charlotte's website is absolutely ridiculous. It's so long. It gives you tips, it gives you how to find a match. The shade I got for myself is 3 Neutral. I don't know whether it's going to match me or not. I did go on foundation.com and I did look on the pictures online on her website. I do have to praise and appreciate the fact that Charlotte did include a girl that had acne, and that's the colour that I used. The colour seemed to have been pretty decent. It kind of looks like they admit that this changes colour, that this oxidizes. I did take that into consideration, so I went with 3 Neutral. And like I said, because the product description is so long, I'm actually going to read you the claims on the box. A full coverage foundation with a flawless matte long-lasting finish. That sentence alone is literally me on a bottle. I love full coverage. Flawless matte, I'm hoping it's like a wearable matte, and knowing Charlotte Tilbury, it is more of like a natural kind of matte, not like a Sahara Desert kind of matte. Long lasting is what I want right now on my face. Apply your Airbrush Flawless Foundation, blending outwards from the center of your face for a flawless airbrush finish. And then it says the same thing in French, which I'm not going to attempt to read. I think it's in French anyway. The only thing I do want to read from that product description is the Tilbury tip. Always prep your skin with Charlotte's Magic Cream to create the perfect hydrated, smooth looking canvas. I prepped my skin with the Revolution Protecting Boost for normal to oily skin. The description, if you read it, just tells you about how it's going to be poreless, flawless, and there is like this technology that's going to make it so good, and it even is good for wrinkles. I'm not going to test that, but anyway, let's test it before full coverage, a flawless matte long lasting finish, because that's what I'm interested in. Let's see if it does what it claims to do. Right, let's just zoom it in and let's get started. Okay, let's open her up because I am ready. I mean, the packaging, you have to admit, Charlotte does it. It looks expensive. It looks nice. The rose gold is lovely. The frosted glass is lovely. I love it. I mean, it looks stunning. This is definitely plastic. It's not like super heavy, the cap, but the glass is nice and weighted. Let's pump her out and let's see. Oh, you're giving me air, do you? Oh, it's quite liquidy. I didn't expect that. I really expected it to be like super thick. And as always, I'm going to test out 2 different methods of application, a sponge and a brush. I am going to start off with a sponge. I prefer it, and it's very likely just going to be better. Let's see, since it's so liquidy, I'm worried that it's going to soak in really fast. I don't think there's any smell, which I really expected from Charlotte Tilbury, to be fair. I appreciate it though. I appreciate that I can't detect a very in your face smell, because I definitely did not want that. Okay, this is one side of my face with one layer of the foundation on in comparison to my bare face. Obviously, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It is more of like a medium high, not a full, but I did put a very thin layer on. I did spread the amount that I had a lot, so maybe I just didn't put enough. I will build it, definitely, you know me, but I'm going to check the brush first. Okay, well, yep, definitely more coverage. It doesn't soak up the product. And surprisingly, I don't mind it. I don't like it as much as the sponge side, but if you don't like sponges for whatever reason, the brush is okay. I am going to finish mine with a sponge. I think the match is pretty much spot on. If you look at my neck, there's no like demarcation whatsoever. I'm getting very, very excited. Okay, and this is the other side of my face with one layer of the foundation in comparison to my bare face. It looks very light, and it is. I can't really feel it on my face, and it has a decent coverage. To me, it's more of like a medium high. I like it though. It looks so nice. I love the finish. Like I expected, it's not like a Sahara Desert kind of matte. It is a nice skin-like kind of matte. I do have a little bit left, so the foundation does go a long way, and it does spread out very, very nicely, and it does have coverage in the actual formula. It's not the amount that I've put on, you know. I am going to take one more pump to build it, to see if it builds to an actual, what I consider a full coverage. Charlotte is onto something, you guys. That builds like a dream. It obviously, because it's a matte formula, the layer that has sort of dried down already, it collects that liquid, but I mean, I do really like it. Love the formula, love the match. It does kind of go from like a slightly lighter colour, and when it dries down it does get a little bit darker. I don't think it like oxidized that much, you know. I don't think it would be worth getting a lighter shade. I love it so far. It looks so good, but maybe, just maybe, it might look awful with other formulas. Let's test that. I'm going to cream contour my face with my favorite fast base foundation from Revolution in F14. Okay, well, already I can tell you it's a little bit too matte. That took a little bit more effort than I'm usually used to with cream foundations, with liquid foundations. It did blend out nicely. There's no skipping or anything like that. I still have nice full coverage there, but it doesn't want to blend out as easily because it's so matte. Right, for my concealer, I'm taking Collection Lasting Perfection. And to set my under eyes only, I'm going to use the RCMA No Colour Powder. Charlotte, I don't know why I doubted you. I do look flawless. I'm going to set the perimeters of my face with a little bit of powder contour and a little bit of powder bronzer. Okay, this is what my face is looking at hour number 0. It is 10 to 10. So I'm just going to start the wear test at 10 o'clock as I usually do, and let's see what this foundation looks like throughout the day. I have high hopes, I do, because it looks very nice. Alright you guys, it's officially been 2 hours. That flew by for me because I was filming another video. You would have already seen it. Anyway, as we can see, I already have a little bit, just the tiniest little bit of dewiness on my forehead, but I'm not surprised. I have oily skin and I haven't powdered this foundation, but like anywhere else, it still looks really good. Because I am going shopping and I will have to put a mask on, I'm going to have to blot, because otherwise I feel like it just it might transfer and come off quicker. I think that's my lipstick rather than the foundation. So not a lot of transfer, but it was nice to be able to blot before I go out and maybe potentially ruin this foundation. It looks good. I like it. Did it come off my jaw? There, maybe just a little bit. I think it's still holding up pretty nicely. Hour number 2, looking good, really happy. Let's carry on. I'm in a little car park making a check-in purely because we haven't done all the shopping yet, and by the time I get home it's going to be kind of too late. I'm just going to show you my face right now, and I got some rub off. My jaw is always my prone to rub off area, but the oiliness isn't that bad, so I'll make another check-in when I get home. Alright you guys, I am back at home and it's almost been 6 hours, and I think you can tell it's been quite a long time since I've put this on, because my oily face looks extra oily. So before I say anything, before we inspect what the foundation is looking like, I am going to blot. Okay, this is what my sheet of paper looks like. There's quite a bit of transfer, but there was quite a lot of oil on my face. But saying that, my face, the foundation still looks pretty good. I think I rubbed some of it off on my nose. Yeah, there's quite a bit missing on the nose. And like I showed you in the car, my jaw has rubbed off, but I was wearing a mask and I was wearing a scarf because it's quite cold. So I'm guessing the foundation missing on the nose is because of a mask, and then obviously this has rubbed off onto my scarf as well. But if I look everywhere else, it doesn't look bad. Does it look great? Does it impress me? Is it blowing my mind? No, it's not. It does look absolutely beautiful, stunning at the beginning, but obviously throughout the day it's going to wear off, especially if you're wearing a mask or a scarf or whatever. So still impressed. I will keep going, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Alright you guys, hour number 9. I would have made a check-in at hour number 8, but I was making dinner and then we had food. That's why I'm making a check-in now. Yes, I look oily, so therefore before I say anything, I'm just going to blot really quickly. Okay, this is my piece of paper. You can see the overall wear and tear, especially around my nose area, around my jaw, and overall like on my cheeks. And my eyes look pretty nice because they don't get oily throughout the day, and my forehead looks okay. It does look a little bit patchy. For £34, I'm not sure. I probably would rather invest in something like NARS All Day Luminous. To be fair, if I think about it, I did wear a face mask, and to have this much foundation still on my face after wearing the face mask, it's actually not that bad. I will definitely wear it more on my channel because I love what it looks like when I initially put it on. If you are wondering whether Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Foundation is nice, definitely. Really good foundation, solid. I'm sure many of you, if not everyone, will be happy with this foundation because it is nice. It is somewhat long wearing, even on oily skin, and it looks so beautiful. It does look flawless. I do recommend it. I just prefer others that last even longer. As always, I hope you found this video useful. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But for now, thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.